Hey everybody, welcome to our December series of Encountering God through the eyes of Luke. And every day I'm going to read a piece of scripture through the beginning of the Gospel of Luke. And then I'm going to have you take a moment and just pause and meditate and imagine with your faith eyes, your spiritual eyes, Jesus encountering your heart. So that's where we're going this month as we are walking into this Advent season. If you are listening to this before December 9th, I want to let you know that Megan Nielsen and myself are putting on an in-person retreat here in Colorado Springs. It's a 3.5-hour pause and reflect, journal, encounter Jesus together with other women here in Colorado Springs. And you are invited, my dear friend. If you are local and you can make it, we would love to have you. All right. So here we are. It is already on the edge of December, and I thought it would be beautiful to, again, walk through the Gospel of Luke. So some fun facts that I've been learning is Luke actually was a dear friend of Paul. Paul talks about Luke in 1 Timothy, and he says only a few remain, and Luke is one of them. Luke is also a physician. He is known for really being particular and meticulous in the way that he describes things. And this letter is known for being one of the most loveliest, mercy and grace-filled of the Gospels. And I love all of that background story because it helps set this picture of imagining this man sitting down with his thoughts after interviews, after eyewitness moments of Jesus, after encountering Jesus himself, and we can step ourselves into that story. So today we're going to start off going through Luke chapter 1 through 4. I will be reading out of the Passion Translation unless I otherwise state that in the next few weeks. Okay, so here we go. Luke chapter 1. Dear friend, I am writing for you, mighty lover of God, an orderly account of what Jesus Christ accomplished and fulfilled among us. Several eyewitness biographies have already been written, using as their source material the good news preached among us by Christ's early disciples, who became loving servants of the living expression. But now I am passing on to you this accurate compilation of my own meticulous investigation, based on numerous eyewitness interviews and thorough research of this story of his life. It is appropriate for me to write this, for he also appeared to me, so that I would reassure you beyond any shadow of doubt the reliability of all you have been taught of him. My question for you to sit with and pause is, if you were to sit down after all of the conversations that you've had with many people in your life who have encountered God in one way or the other, they have a testimony, they have a transformation story, they have encountered the living expression of God himself in their lives. If you could close your eyes, and I want you to imagine putting yourself in Luke's shoes for just a moment, in the hubbub of all that is going on right now, the to-do lists, the Christmas shopping, the mom tasks, the grandmother tasks, all of those things, and just pause and imagine yourself coming into a beautiful study, an office, or maybe it's a simple room with a desk. and there is paper sitting on the desk with your favorite pen. You pull out the chair and it makes the creak sound across the floor, wood on wood. And you sit yourself down. And you take a deep breath. And you focus your attention on, how would I even begin to share the story of Jesus in my life? And you begin to write on this paper, writing about who you have known him to be, how you have experienced him, looking back all the way through childhood, even if you didn't know him, seeing where God has written his own story in your life. And as Luke says here, several eyewitnesses' biographies have been already written. But now I am passing on to you this accurate compilation of my own meticulous investigation. Based on numerous eyewitness interviews and thorough research of the story of his life. So as you're writing this letter, and maybe you want to actually sit down and write this letter, and you write of the testimony that you have seen in others in your own life. And how he has appeared to you personally. So that others can be encouraged and know that he is the Son of God. He is the Messiah. He is the King that was prophesied, and he came through the Virgin Mary. And he died for you, for me, and he rose again on the third day. How has that affected your life personally? What is your testimony? Take a few minutes and start to write it out. Enjoy.